Press start to begin.
Hello and welcome back to the Super Bonus Round. I forgot to do a question last episode because we were having a long conversation, but I allowed that to happen because when we lost footage last time, we were stuck on this temple running around in circles. But we were going to let the episode go till the end of the task, but we still have a bit more to go. So, and SharePlay was, as you guys saw, was running out in like just about a minute, and it ran out as soon as we stopped. So, Rich, what's our part of the day as we're headed towards our objective?
Which way?
Okay. Let's see here.
Well, guess we bumble on. Keep the bumbling.
Yeah, I was right to stop the episode because this is still going to go on.
You know, I farted in the Apple store, and everyone got mad.
Uh-huh.
I mean, hey, it's not my fault they didn't have Windows.
That's right, it's true, they don't have Windows.
You know, for your birthday, John, I'm gonna get you a fridge.
Why?
Because I can't wait to see your face light up when you open it.
Damn, you're badass, aren't you?
That is dumb.
Alright, because I don't want to burn out the puns, because we got a long way to go here.
Well, it says we have a couple hundred feet, so not by much.
I mean, I would say one more.
You guys need to chill out.
Should I save it for another? Okay, well, since you just ruined that, I'm gonna have to now.
Well, this is the only thing they respond to. They're weak to Blizzard and nothing else. Attacking them heals them.
Alright. So, why should you never fight a dinosaur?
I'm not sure.
Because you'll get your ass kicked.
I heard that one today, but I forgot it already. I remember reading that one this morning. I'm glad I heard it again, though, because it's still good. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Get your asses out of here, all of you!
Okay, so any questions there, John?
I'm in the middle of a fight, so my hands are occupied. Okay, now I can ask one.
First day, Prince?
Nothing I can't handle.
Good. I'd be worried otherwise.
What's the most... Huh. Okay, I'll ask a pretty simple one. What's the most ridiculous fact you know?
Ridiculous fact I know.
Or I got, you know what? I got an easier one for both of us. What part of a kids movie completely scarred you for life?
What part of a kids movie?
Yeah, what part of a kids movie scarred you for life?
I'd have to say, basically, mainly any death scene, really.
And so any Disney movie, pretty much.
Well, you know, there was the Pokemon, the first movie, when Ash turns to stone.
Oh yeah, that fucked me up.
Yeah, that fucked me up. Finding Nemo when that in the beginning when that big dark fish attacks
And he eats the mom.
and the kids,
Oh yeah, all but Nemo.
and then of course someone had to be a dick and put the Revive logo from Call of Duty across all the eggs where all the eggs would be. I was like, wow, you sick fuck. That all you saw were like a bunch of like hundreds of revives. It's just like, oh my god. Oh, you know what really fucked me up? Well, it's something that was relatable to, my life. My life currently. The whole thing with Inside Out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that really struck a chord with me because of my. Well, let's just say, long story short, because of my struggles, and it just really, hit it.
Yeah, because it like really dealt with like the it honestly had like a really interesting take on depression, like where like she just couldn't be sad anymore.
Stronger.
I forget what happened in the
Right,
movie, like, or she wasn't happy anymore because Joy was gone.
Gotta nip the danger in the body.
Well, because she was growing up, and because of all the I guess, the changes in moods.
Yeah.
So because it focused around how the emotions, change, the mindset. So that's what really kind of messed things up for me personally, and it's just wow. And but yeah, basically any Disney Pixar movie, and yeah, Pokemon the first movie.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Is this Monster Hunter now?
I was gonna say, is that a fucking Rathalos?
Yeah, that looks like a Rathalos right now.
I mean, I know Final Fantasy XIV had a Rathalos crossover, but 15 too? No, it's a Quetzalcoatl, is what it's called.
Yeah. Hey, at least it isn't a Devil Joe. Because Devil Joe will fuck your shit up 100 times.
That's a Monster Hunter monster?
Yes. And a nasty one at that. Because I remember playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate back when I had a Wii U, and all I know is Devil Joes are no joke.
They're no devil joke.
No.
Speaking of no joke, we're getting bodied. No, that was the wrong one, because Star Shell won't work on this one very much. Overwhelm would have been better, you fucking moron.
And
Good, you blinded
really interesting,
him.
And what's interesting is I go back now and watch those death scenes and everything from years ago when I didn't really understand it, and it really makes me feel it. Wow.
Yeah, Lion King, Mufasa's death still gets to me because he's trying to move him. He's trying to move him until he can get up. I'm like, no, he's dead. No, don't say that.
Yeah, oh, and then someone had to fuck that up with an engineer flowchart. And
the WD-40 one, that one.
Yes, that was so mean. That was so mean. That was just it. I hate myself for laughing at it because it's just so fucked up. But it's just wow. Why do you do this?
Is it
but
not moving? Yes. Should it? Yes. WD-40.
40. Oh my god. That's not cool.
Okay, so my answer for the question. There's no kids movie that yeah, those scenes got me and made me sad, but they didn't scar me forever. It's just oh, that's natural progression for how the story went along, and that's that. Nothing really fucked me up. But there was a movie that did scar me, but it was not a kids movie. I was at a sleepover with people that I no longer consider friends back in public school. It was a sleepover, and someone had the brilliant idea. We were all 12, or about 11 or 12. We were watching Jeepers Creepers.
Oh boy.
And the final scene of Jeepers Creepers is burned into my fucking mind forever.
Yep.
They like the very last scene. If you've seen the movie, you know the one.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't. Well, now I'm just like, ha, that's pretty funny and corny. But like as a kid, I'm like, that's horrifying. What the hell? And I was hiding under the blanket as I was so fucking scared. But like they kept pulling the blanket over me because it's like, ah, he's scared, make him watch it. I'm like, and needless to say, I never hung out with these people again.
Which one scarred me for life?
Because like since that was the specific question, like that one actually fucked me up. But in terms of sadness, like the Coco actually made me cry, but I won't talk about that one at all. That one's too recent. But if you've seen it, you know which part I cried in.
But what kind of scarred me for life was and I didn't pick up on it then, but I know my parents picked up on it.
Thank God.
Say, Commodore.
Aranea.
Well, it was like I forget what like sexual innuendo scene it was.
They're born from
I forget.
demons
Damn.
in a lab.
It's been so long.
Born from demons.
But
Okay.
all I know is it was fucked.
Well, while you're thinking of that one, I just remembered one. Do you remember the pilot episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Oh God.
The pilot,
Yeah,
where like Eustace is like there's an evil chicken and he's trying to turn people into evil chickens. The scene, like for some reason, that special creeped me out so fucking much. Like the part where like Eustace is laughing and like every other minute he starts turning into an evil chicken. He's going, ooh, that terrified the hell out of me for some reason. Like I couldn't stop thinking about it for weeks. Like I don't know why that bugged me so much. I never wanted to watch it again. I did watch the show because the show is hysterical.
Well, we all know that that show is on drugs, or that show was drugs.
This show was drugs. The creepy
Yeah,
alligator in
because
your bathtub
when-
was giving you advice
Yep.
on about self-esteem.
Tell me something I don't know.
Yep. Because this show is drugs.
Spare the pleasantries.
All right, so
And-
now
and
we're
then
heading into
was-
unfamiliar
was
territory.
drugs.
Oh, right. Thanks. I will.
But
I'll train you
yeah,
some more if our paths
so-
cross again. Oh, and before I forget, His Excellency instructed me to give you boys a ride back.
oh,
If
the
you
old
Please.
insist,
Alfred
feel
Hitchcock
free to hop
movies.
on.
Well,
Ah.
glad that's over with.
Those ones.
Received word.
Because my one of my uncles who passed away several years ago, he had all the old Alfred Hitchcock movies,
She'll take care
and
of
those. Let me tell you, those ones were. You want to talk about scary?
Well, yeah, he's the
Well,
master of
they did
suspense.
it. I suggest
Where it was no holds barred. I mean that took it.
Shame to say goodbye to such a nice fishing spot. Want to see what's biting before we bolt?
Want to see if these
So
are
that
let's see if these are any good weapons or not. Can you oh, you probably can't compare, can you? Nope. I may as well buy them. Can I afford them all? You know what? No, it's not. It doesn't compare to my swords of the royalty swords, whatever the hell they're called.
The storm has passed.
Thank God the rain's finally gone. All right, everyone. So we're finally in new territory. So we got through the hard parts. Actually, what's our time? I wonder if this episode went on too long or not. No, we got a little bit of time. You want me to ask another weird question?
yeah, why not?
And you guys can answer these in the comments too if you guys have an answer. Like this isn't just limited to just us. See if I can find a simple one because that one was a bit of a.
I think it was an interesting one, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Here's an interesting one. What is the funniest corporate / business screw up you have ever heard of? And I can only think of one, so I'll go first. Blockbuster not buying Netflix. I don't have to tell you why
yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah, like.
Hold on tight, boys.
If you have to ask what Blockbuster is, if you're watching, you already know. Then there you go. Party 3. We're done with chapter 7. Rich, we're halfway done the game.
So I
terms
guess
of
we should call
chapters.
Bon Jovi.
Was that?
I guess we should call Bon Jovi then.
Is that a Bon Jovi song?
Well, you know, we're halfway there.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Whoa!
Yeah, right.
Dog elected mayor. I love that meme.
Whoa! Lemon on a chair.
Oh my God, Prompto.
Ah, damn it!
He took a
You
selfie while we were
adorable
struggling.
little shit. You adorable little shit. Oh, I love that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh.
That one's like 1 second away from being splatted.
Being splatted.
Brother. I can't.
Surprise, brother.
Oh, there's more. Oh, it's just that one. Oh well. I saved the Prompto one and the Quetzalcoatl fight, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you know of what's the funniest corporate business screw up you've ever heard of? The only one I can think of is if you can't think of one, I'll ask another one.
Oh, GameStop taking in used phones. Because that is a joke in itself. And you know how and it's funny and it also pisses me off at the same time because guess what I just found out?
What?
My Elite Pro status is no more.
Oh wow! Did you not renew it, or did they take it down?
Here's why. Because the Elite Pro status basically gave you like 30% trade-in. Also gave you like 30, like it gave you better discounts, and it gave you a lot more points. Well, what they think they found out was when people were trading in phones, especially during like special events and stuff with Elite Pro, they were getting like $100 to $200 more on top of their trade because of like I guess a glitch. So I had gotten an email that said, yeah, we're ending Elite Pro, you're still going to have your Pro status and everything, but we're taking it down. So, and again, when I went into the GameStop to talk to the guy, he said, yeah, I think it was because of when people would trade in phones during the Elite Pro events, because they would get a lot more money on top of their phone trade-in. So that GameStop probably found this out and they were losing money, but at the same time it's like, well, let's see, GameStop and EB Games were about video games, but now then when they announced that, oh, you can trade in your old cell phone, and I was like, well, that's a joke in itself.
Yeah, I didn't see that ending well at all. I think GameStop's well on its way to disappearing forever. I think.
No, they're not, because there's really nothing out there. There's really nothing out there like them.
You going to space, Prompto, or who's in there? Oh, that's not. You going to space? Oh, it's a power. Okay, it's a hazmat suit. My bad. So we're sneaking in.
Hey, Fallout reference.
Just wanted to thank you for offering to clear up.
Man, this game is calling back to everything that it's learning from. Red Dead Redemption.
Because if anyone who's played Fallout, knows that you can't go through the glowing sea without a hazmat suit. Otherwise, you're just going to die from radiation.
Getting some unstable readings from the generators inside.
And because that's one of the killers in the game is radiation.
So be quick.
I was recalling back to a story I was listening to from a guy who worked for GameStop, and like, I thought my retail stories were bad. Like this guy, I forgot his name on YouTube,
Well,
but he shared a story about like how he, like, you know how like they like to push the power ups rewards cards and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he was telling a story about like how he had a customer that barely spoke any English, only spoke Spanish, and like she just wanted to come in and buy BioShock Infinite, and the manager told him to push the power up rewards card, even though she didn't speak any English, and then he did what was asked of him, And then she came back in 10 minutes later, complained to the manager that told him to do it. And he said, okay, we will deal with it. He said, you'll be reprimanded for this. I'm like, what the fuck? He's gonna get in trouble for what he was told to do by the same guy.
Well, the thing, depending on what GameStop this happened in, thing is, I haven't really ran into. Florida? Well, again, all you had to say was in Florida, and then you already have your story right there.
Oh my god, that reminds me of another thing. But I'll let you finish your thought. It's Florida is related though.
But, ladies and gentlemen, if you probably all know this by now, but if a story starts with the headline "in Florida," you already know it's going to be one hell of a story.
Yeah, I got hell of a one for you right now. Like, I've heard some great ones, but this one's hysterical. But I'll wait for you to finish your thought.
So, I've never really had that problem, because I did work a seasonal position at GameStop back in like the winter holiday rush of 2012, and the boss that I worked for is, granted, he's like a Speedy Gonzalez on methamphetamine, not in a negative way, just because he always talks so fast and because like he's always going a mile a minute, but that's just him. But he's actually a really cool dude. Like, he's really awesome. He's a geek like the rest of us, and like, he's a really great guy. He's a really great guy. And everybody that has been at that GameStop has been there for years, give or take a few people that have either been transferred to other stores or whatever. But still, like, I haven't had a bad experience in GameStop. I really haven't. Like, I mean, between the ones in Pennsylvania when I went with you, to the ones here in Jersey, but I've never, even the ones in Virginia when I would go see my family, like, I've never had a problem.
I think I've only had one. There was just oh yeah, I remember there's one guy who just would not, like, fucking listen. Like, I was using my birthday coupon like a year or two ago when I was buying One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, and this guy was like, he was like, yo, you gotta get One Piece Burning Blood. It's like so much better. And I'm like, I understand that, sir, and I do want to get it at some point, but I am using my pre-owned 20% off birthday certificate, and that's the one you have pre-owned right now. Burning Blood just came out. There's no pre-owned copy, so that's what I want. He's like, no, man, you gotta get Burning Blood. I'm like, did you not hear me?
Well, okay, well, what was his approach? Was he, like, being, like, dead serious where, like in, like, an asshole sort of way? Or was he just kind of, like, geeking out, like how you see people do?
The first thing you said.
Oh, so he was just being a dick.
Yeah, he's like, no, you gotta get this one. This one's much better. I'm like, I just told you it's the pre-owned coupon for my birthday. It's the one I want, and the one you're recommending to me is not pre-owned. And if it is pre-owned, it's certainly not gonna be at the price as the one I want right now. So you're trying to upsell me, and I don't want it. Like, I could never do that. I could never upsell an annoyed person, because I don't like doing that to people, even when I'm not selling.
Well, in the retail market, to be fair, that is how you kind of do things. But granted, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not. But, in any business sense, you have to try and at least get some type of sale out of there. Because, I mean, that's what I try to do when I'm...
Well, you can sell products without lying to people. That's what I did at one of my other jobs. Like, I was happy selling people the things I sold to them.
Right. Like, so that just kind of, like, put it into clarification for me. Mm-hmm. There's upselling the right way, and then there's upselling the wrong way.
Yeah, like upselling because like you're trying to sell your product, not upselling because you want to rip them off because they told you to. They told you to do that, which is what people at GameStop are being told to do.
A lot of people, in those businesses, they've leaned more towards upselling to rip you off just because it's like it's easier. But me, especially because of my field being a mechanic.
Hey, Gladio's back.
Being a mechanic, where we already have a bad reputation as it is for you know, people thinking that we're ripping them off when we're clearly not.
I can't believe it.
You know, because we actually look shit over, and because of our knowledge and our expertise
Gladdy,
on things, you know, that when we recommend stuff, it's because, like, look, if mileage will not break stuff down on your vehicle, age will. Okay, that's why maintenance things are put in mileage and or time base. You know, if you need an oil change, 3 months or 3,000 miles, whichever one comes first, you do it. Because even if you don't drive the car for 3,000 miles, you know, since then, guess what? If it's been 3 months and it hasn't moved, guess what? You need to change it there, bud. Because the fluid breaks down.
Alright, so with that being said, next time on the Super Bonus Round, we're going to be approaching a brave new world. We're finally going to go on that fucking boat. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
See ya.